Hi everyone, my name is Harrison Brown, and I'm an automotive design consultant at Gravity Sketch. In this tutorial today, I'll run you through file settings and user preferences, both in VR and on screen. Today we're going to start in screen and then move to VR. File settings and user preferences are separated in Gravity Sketch to give you clarity and control over what affects your files and what's personal just to you. This helps teams spend less time correcting data and more time moving designs forward with confidence. For today's exercise, I've actually brought in an asset from our community library, where you can find this and many more just like it there. Let's start by looking at file settings. File settings cover the fundamentals that affect geometry imports and exports. These settings persist with the file itself, so everyone on your team sees and works with the data the same way, which is especially valuable during collaboration. To find file settings and user preferences, you'll go to the top left and hit this drop-down. It is under settings where you see there is a notification icon. This notification icon is to let you know that your room settings have not been set. You can see from here, you can set your axes in the room. So maybe you're working in a different program that has a different world axis system. You can then coordinate this so when you move downstream to another tool, you are keeping consistency with your model. You also can mess with the readout unit, and if it's metric or imperial, adaptive, or whatever specific unit of measurement you would like. Next, I will show you how to change user preferences. These settings affect only your personal presentation of the file, so they are not fundamental to the format or geometry, which means that these settings do not need to be consistent for successful collaboration, unlike file settings. To find those, in the same settings dropdown, under room settings where we just were, we're going to click user preferences. From here, we have access to a bunch of unique tools that allow you a different perspective on your model in the room. For example, show surface contours allows you a detailed view of the sub-D mesh of your model you may be working with, so you can do a more in-depth review of topology. From here, you also have other settings such as toggling on and off the world axis, immersive mode, which hides the rest of the menus and gives you a more in-depth view of your model, full screen mode, which in turn also, like immersive mode, gives you a greater field of vision and focus on your model. From here, we also have settings such as focal length. This allows you to actually affect your viewpoint camera and point of view when viewing a model in screen, as well as a clockwise or counterclockwise turntable animation that has adjustable speed, so you can do design reviews and get a full perspective on your design. From here, we can also mess with our audio settings, messing with our audio input and output, so users who are maybe in VR working on design and we're collaborating in screen can hear us and we can communicate with them even if we're not in the room with them directly. We also can mess around with VR user UI. So this allows us either only in follow mode we can see their UI, having it always on or always off, so that you can see the tools and the menus that your team are using inside the app from screen. Next, we will cover the export settings. In the same dropdown, under room settings and user preferences, you'll see import and export. When selecting export from screen, your design will be highlighted in a box showing the 3 world axes as well as the basic measurements of units for that design. From here, we can see the file name, the file location, as well as some custom presets for exporting to other tools downstream. These include Alias, VRED, Blender, Rhino, Modo, and then we even have a rendering preset as well as 3D printing. Or if you're looking for a more customizable export, we have below that a drop down for FBX, OBJ, IGES, MP4, and even GIFs. We can even change the units and axes from this menu too, as well as mess with mesh quality, as well as normals in the sub-D mode for moving to other tools like Blender downstream. That covers user preferences and file settings, as well as export settings in web. Now, I'm going to shoot over to VR to show you what it looks like in app. Hey everyone, as you can see, we are now in VR, Now I'm going to show you guys how to access file settings as well as user preferences. On your non-dominant hand, hitting the blue menu button will pull up your general menu. From here, in the top, you'll see you have file settings as well as user preferences. First, we're going to start with file settings. Similar to web, it pulls up a menu where you can control your world axis and what axis is what. From there, you also can manipulate your unit readouts and change those as well. Both of these settings and file settings persist with the room and will be the same across the board once set for everyone in the room. This ensures that collaboration will stay uniform across your time spent in the room, and nobody will have a mix-up in measurements or axes. Next, we're going to talk about user preferences. Right next to file settings, you'll find user preferences. And at first, you'll see that there are probably some settings here that we didn't see in web, such as scale snap. This allows you to change how you perceive your scaling in Gravity Sketch. So you'll see I have mine set as percentage right now. That means whenever I move and scale, it'll be based off percentage. 100% is 100% scale, and anything else is either greater or lesser. Or if you would like, you can set it to ratio. Right now we're at 1:1 scale, meaning that this is full scale in real life. Or I can go even 3:2 or 3:4. I can also disable it entirely and just do freeform scaling. Or I can just make it non-scaling to where the model is locked at whatever scale it is set at. Next in our list, you'll see return after copy. What this means is normally when you copy an object in Gravity Sketch, you must grab it, and when you hit the copy button, it will then be placed in that orientation where you hit the copy button. But with this toggled on, when we go to copy something, you'll see that there's a dotted line dashed to wherever the original origin of that object is. And once we copy an object, if we let go, it will snap back to its original orientation. The next setting we're going to look at is tooltips. With this enabled, you will get tips as well as little video indicators showing you how to use each tool in your tool belt. Under that is full haptics. This enables haptic feedbacks when interacting within Gravity Sketch menus and surfaces. Display frequency allows you to change the refresh rate inside the headset for your viewing. You'll also find under that a reset brushes. So if you have messed with any of your brush presets and want to get back to some of the defaults, you can come here and select this and it will always reset. The next setting is Go Smooth. With this is on, objects will remain where you grab. When you grab them, it will show a ghost of where their original orientation was. This setting allows you to change whether you are right or left-handed. Contextual measurements allow the user, when smart moving, to see readouts in units of how much they are moving an object. Comfort level allows you to change different move styles while moving around in Gravity Sketch. Pass-through occlusion allows users, when in AR, to set path-through occlusion for a model, meaning that if you have a physical surface or something that a model is intersecting with, that it will actually intersect with the model and hide parts of the model that it is behind. Finally, we're going to cover export settings. Similarly to on web, you'll see that we have presets on the left, or we can go in and do custom presets for units, our axes, our file type, as well as mess with the normals and sub-D mode and mesh quality for export. We also have the file name as well as the location on export when we leave this room. Thank you guys so much for joining me today as I showed you user preferences and file settings in both VR and web for Gravity Sketch. I hope this is helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to the team. Thank you.